Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie. Today I have a Diamond Art Club sneak peek unboxing to share with you. This is a kit that's coming out as part of their International Women's Day release, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, March 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. They're releasing a line of Disney princesses, all in a really similar theme and style, and they sent over Ariel, aka Ocean Explorer, for me to share with you to decide if this is one you want to snag during the midweek release tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at it. If you're new to DAC, I'm going to give you a comprehensive look at what their kits are like, and hopefully that'll help you make a decision too. Like I mentioned, this one's called Ocean Explorer, and we have this almost like travel poster style. I don't know, it's such a fun vibe. I'm excited to open this up and see how the detail on the castle looks. It's not going to be too big, 42.7 by 60.7 centimeters or 17 by 24 inches. I would imagine that all of the kits in this series that are releasing are going to be the same size point because Diamond Art Club does tend to do that when there's a series of images. That way, if you want to display them, they look consistent. So this is all official Disney licensed. I'm trying to think, oh, there. Yeah, like we've got all the official like Ariel, Little Mermaid good stuff, Disney Princess branding. Diamond Art Club does have an official licensing agreement in place with Disney. So unlike a lot of stolen artwork you see out there featuring the Disney IP, that's not the case with Diamond Art Club. This is going to have round diamonds, and we're also going to have, let's see, 72 colors. Okay, not expecting that actually. And look at these special drills, 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, 1 frosted, and 2 fairy dust. Yeah, I'm kind of loving that they didn't just phone it in on a smaller kit like this. That's fantastic. Where are there 72 colors? Well, let's find out. But first, how to diamond paint. If you're new to this craft, I will have some beginner and how-to videos linked in the description box below. Take a look. Watch some demos if you like to kind of get a handle on the craft if you like. Then we've got kit contents. We're going to go through all of that, and they do put the name of the kit at the end of the box. If you're like me and for organizational purposes, you've just got your kits all stacked on top of each other. So being able to look at the bottom of the box like that is actually quite handy. Now let's go ahead and open this up and see. When they have it packaged like this with the hanger on it, it makes me wonder if we'll see kits like this in retail stores. I saw some other Disney kits in Walmart the other day, like the Cinderella kit was there. I think they had a Stitch kit. I think they had a Star Wars kit. So yeah, you'll sometimes see these kits in retail stores, which is fun. Okay, let's pop this open and take a look. I'm not sure. Sometimes these special IPs don't necessarily come with Treasure Quest cards, but Disney I think usually does. But first, before we get to that, let's look at the toolkit. Now, it looks like this does come with their toolkit that has the smaller tray, probably for sake of just fitting in this box. So go ahead and pop this open and I'll show you. Since I mentioned it, their tray is one of my favorite of their toolkit upgrades. This, though, is the smaller version of their tray. You'll see this with their smaller kits, smaller boxes, where it's like this is literally, that is the max width of a tray that could fit in there. It's still bigger than your standard size, like basic little green boat or whatever of a tray, and you could fit a decent number of diamonds in here. Has a removable stopper and a sliding lid. You'll see a lot of the same features if you were to get one of the kits that comes with a larger tray. It's just a size difference. Everything else in the toolkit is going to be the same. You're going to get a twist and pick pen. It is more ergonomic and has a bit more to it than a basic pen. It comes preloaded with a clear wax, which you just twist it to get it to start coming out the end, like you can kind of see there. If you happen to run out of what's already been preloaded in there, they give you some more like extra wax. You can twist this back the opposite direction and it'll open it up and you can add more of this wax in there. At the other end of the pen, they do include a 4 multi-placer. So if you want to try your hand at placing more than 1 diamond at a time, you can. We also have a 7 placer. You could swap that in. This also fits their metal multi-placers they sell on their website. We also get some of their pink heart wax. You can use that in the single or multi-placer. And you get some extra baggies to store your leftover diamonds in. Let's next take a look at our Treasure Quest card and sticker sheet. Take a look here. All right, so this Treasure Quest card is, well, a pretty collectible. all shiny and pretty. And it's also part of a secondary rewards program. Each of these Treasure Quest cards has a rank. This one is bronze. This is by far the most common. If you get this kit, you're most likely going to get a bronze card as well, though there is absolutely a chance that you could get one of the other ranks of cards. There's also silver, gold, and black, with black being the rarest. Once you get various combinations of these cards, you can redeem them for things like gift cards or a custom diamond painting. There's a scratch off redemption code there you can get to, and then there's the Treasure Quest card part of the website. Then on the inside of this envelope, I just wanted to mention there's lots of helpful info, including they have a VIP Facebook group as well as a mobile app. And then here we've got a set of, well, these are all stickers. So here's the original artwork, Ocean Explorer. And then here's a set of pre-cut sticker labels. These have the symbol and the DMC code on them. The code in the right-hand column is the DMC code for that color. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Diamond Art Club puts their special drills at the end of the list. So we have Z, those are fairy dust. M is frosted, L is iridescent, and AB is AB. That's quite a lot of special drills to have in one kit. We'll take a look at them when we're actually looking at the diamonds in a bit, and I'll kind of cover what each of them look like. And of course, we'll go through the canvas as well to see where they've been charted and just what do we think. Okay, well, there go the drills, but here's the bottom. Oh my gosh, look at her face. That's so cute. 72 colors of wear. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me roll this backwards to help it lay flat a little bit more easily. Diamond Art Club's glue and canvases. This is completely fine to do this too. The smaller the canvas is, the tighter it ends up wrapped around the drills, and the more you're going to probably need to roll it backwards like that. So you can kind of see the whole thing here. And if you're noticing what looks like creases in the glue or in the canvas, that's not actually any issues with the glue or where it's lifted. It's just where the plastic cover shifted in transit. So if you peel back the plastic cover, I usually go about halfway each direction. And I really failed doing that actually. And then try to lay it back down flat. That'll get rid of what looks like wrinkles. It's really just about aesthetics. So this will also help it lay flat faster and easier too. So there's that, just an FYI. Now let's go over the features of this canvas for those of you that are new to this company and might not be familiar. First, we've got the canvas material itself, which I do really like Diamond Art Club's canvases. I feel like they have a nice weight to them. They lay flat well. They're easy to diamond paint on. That's really what I'm looking for. They're really soft on the back, which is nice. They have poured glue on their canvases. That is feeling pretty sticky to me. And then we have a thick plastic cover with perforated sections. You can see where the edges are from the lines. So if you like to have designated areas to work within like those, you can make use of those and kind of open up one section at a time or multiple. We have a legend on the canvas up here at the top left, as well as over at the bottom right. And then down here at the bottom left of the canvas, we have a thumbnail, the title, the size, and of course, copyright. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, everything that Diamond Art Club has from Disney is above board. It is legally licensed from Disney, so you don't have to worry about there being any issues with that. That means that they have Disney's permission to use this artwork, and obviously Disney is being compensated as well. Here are their socials and another discount code, and your kit comes with a lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color or have any other issues with your kit, you can contact customer support and they'll take you from there. This kit has a lot of what we call color blocking. Color blocking is where we have, like you can see kind of in her hair, blocks of the same color in a small area. So grab your multi-placer, even in a lot of her skin tones here. Grab your multi-placer, you'll have that color in your tray for longer, and those areas will tend to go a bit faster. The opposite of color blocking is confetti, which we have a little bit of in the castle. Not a ton, but there is some there. There's a little bit in her eyes maybe, but this is generally not a confetti heavy canvas. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area. We have a little bit here. And with areas like that, you're going to be doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray more often. This is like the epitome of color blocking up here. The letters are all one color. The background's all one color. I am still a bit bemused at the color count. I'm extremely trust the process about it when it comes to Diamond Art Club kits for the most part, but I don't know, maybe it's because there's so many different shades of red and then so many different shades of green and then blue too. I'm intrigued is what I'll go with. Okay, so we were at a bit over 60, and that was 60.8 is what it's listed as. And this way we're at 42 and a half and a little bit, and we're listed as 42.7. We are true to size on this one, which is not surprising. Drills. I want to see these special drills. So we're going to open these up and take a look. There is a sticker on here that tells you what kit these go with, just in case you store them separately from the canvas. There's our color spread. Right off the bat, I'm sure this is the blue that's in the background, 3843. And then we have our first special drill right away. This is Z3849. Z is going to denote fairy dust diamonds. Now, fairy dust diamonds have what looks like a fine glitter coating on the top. It gives it a pearlescent kind of shimmery sheen. It's definitely going to be more subtle than the other special drills we look at today, but it definitely still enhances it. And this particular shade of green to me just looks like mermaid scales. It screams mermaid to me. So love to see that one. Now these are not in DMC order. They're roughly in order of weight or the amount of each diamond that there is, or each color rather. And Diamond Art Club's round drills, in my opinion, are very, very sparkly. They almost have a twinkly effect because they're so faceted. And they're pretty nice to work with. Here we've got our next special drill, which is our other fairy dust color. I think we just had two. Yeah, this is our second of two fairy dust colors, Z3340. So we have an orange fairy dust color in the mix here. Where is their orange? Oh, probably in her hair. Must be. Yeah, there must just be enough different color families in this one to need a lot of colors. See, I just need to trust the process. Here's our AB. Was there just the one? Let me look. No, there's two. This is our first of two ABs. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These ones get their name from the Northern Lights and have a very sparkly iridescent coating on the top that is going to grab your eye and draw it to the areas that has been charted. It is going to stand out quite a bit more than fairy dust diamonds typically do, and is a bit more of a showstopper. So we have AB 3348. You can really see the twinkly effect with darker colors like 336 there. Round drills generally are also more beginner friendly, which makes sense. A lot of these Disney kits that are smaller, they kind of market towards beginners. Here we've got our frosted diamond with a little straggler, a little tag along. Frosted diamonds are really unique. I really enjoy them a lot. I just completed a kit recently with some blue frosted diamonds. The effect is that of frosted glass. They have a matte finish and don't really have any facets. They're kind of just like a round dome. I think they are so cool and such a unique diamond, and I love when Diamond Art Club finds ways to work them in. They're not typically heavy-handed with their special drills. They tend to save, especially unique special drills like frosted or iridescent. They really will save those for those specific instances when the artwork is really calling for it. So, but we will take a look, like I said, to see where each of these special drills will go. Here's our second of two ABs. We have AB 5200. This is just like a classic white AB, and you can really see that iridescent rainbowy effect on the top. I think all we'll have left is an iridescent diamond. And often when we have iridescent diamonds, there's not many of them because they're such a unique kind of diamond. So I'm curious to see what's going to be iridescent in this kit. All right, so here is our iridescent color, L3766. Iridescent is the name that Diamond Art Club gives to its drills that have a special, I said special, I meant to say crystal effect. And so you could see that there's that kind of glassy look almost. The mirror backing is what's going flat on the canvas and going to cover up the symbol and help with the reflectiveness of the iridescent drills. So this light blue color, 3766. Maybe in her shells, but here's the end of this strand. So let's take a look at the canvas and let's see where these different special drills are going to be found. Just to give you a quick refresher, since we did go through 72 colors there, we had that big bag of kind of greenish teal fairy dust. We had an orange fairy dust. We had the light yellow frosted diamond, the light blue iridescent, the white AB, and the green AB. Now, that blue iridescent diamond, there are these light blue sparkles on her shells down here. There's 2 on each. Those are going to be blue iridescent diamonds. The white sparkles are going to be white AB. We're also going to have some white ABs in the sparkles in her hair, like the sparkle right here. There's also some of the orange fairy dust kind of in the mix around here as well. In her eyes, we've got a handful of the blue iridescent color in that kind of medium toned blue in each of her eyes. And then the sparkle in each of her eyes is going to be white AB. Hopping over to the castle over here, this is where you're gonna see our light yellow fairy dust and our green AB. So the lightest yellow color that you're seeing, like these lines here, little line right there, that's gonna be our yellow frosted diamond. If you're looking up close, since this is a small canvas and easy to do, the heart symbol is going to be your light yellow frosted color. The one with the dot and kind of the corner look to it, that's going to be our white AB, so we've got that in the mix as well. And then our green check mark, that is going to be our green AB. So there's a lot of the yellow frosted, like the 2 lines of the hearts, surrounded by the green AB with the check marks. So I'm curious to see what that effect is. A lot of times we'll see ABs next to fairy dust, and it's a really cool effect. Sometimes it almost gives it, like it tricks your eye into almost giving it a metallic sort of look sometimes. But I haven't seen AB next to fairy dust or AB next to frosted like that before. So I think that'll be really, really pretty and interesting to see. Now, hopping back into her hair, this orange color, this lightest color really in here that we just have lots of lines of, that's our orange AB, or orange fairy dust rather. It's through each of these highlights in her hair. And then at the center of these white sparkles is going to be white ABs. And then the one special drill we haven't talked about yet is that big bag of greenish fairy dust, and that is going to be the words ocean. It's also going to be this transition color throughout here. And I missed that it is actually also in her eyes. It's right next to the frosted color in each of her eyes. So lots of special drills in her eyes. I love it. And that's what we've got as far as special drills go. I will say that looking through this canvas and seeing the really wide variety of colors, like for example, there's even some purples down here. There's a sprinkling of browns up here and all the different shades in her hair. Now, okay, I see it. I could see the 72 colors, especially with how DAC really likes to do nice shading and match the original artwork as closely as possible. So, okay, like I said, I just need to learn to trust the process, but I did a double take, I have to admit. Now, this kit, along with the other Disney princesses in this release, are going to be coming out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, March 4th. When they do these midweek releases, it is the same release time for everybody. It's 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Set your alarms. I have no idea if these are the kinds of kits that are going to sell out really quickly, but if you're wanting to grab like the series or grab your favorite princess, I would go ahead and check in around release time just to see, and maybe make sure you don't miss out on it, but that's totally up to you. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments what your first impressions are. My first impressions are, I think this looks great. When an image looks this clear just from the printing on the canvas, I know that it's only going to look better with drills down, and so I think this is going to look amazing completed, and especially with the others in the series. Yeah, this gets a big thumbs up for me. But what about you guys? What are your thoughts? Is this one going to be on your shopping list for tomorrow, on your wish list for someday, or one that you just enjoy vicariously through others? Either way, I hope you found this video helpful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me, including unboxings and reviews from a variety of different diamond painting companies, as well as weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting, and other tutorials and how-tos. All right, friends, thank you again for watching. I hope you're doing very, very well, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye, guys.